Hello, Mrs. Smith.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? My name is Francesca Jameson.
Hi.
And I'm so happy that you came in in this afternoon and to the support group.
It's nice to
And
meet
be your
you.
facilitator for this afternoon.
It's nice to meet you.
Thank you. You too. So I was told that you were in a terrible accident about 6 months ago
Yes.
with your husband.
Yes.
And, luckily you weren't driving, but, I know that you were the one that got hurt the most.
And then it hit me on the passenger side where I was sitting.
Oh my goodness. And I'm sure it must have been very traumatizing for you, and apparently it looks like, you're in a wheelchair, I hope temporarily.
Sí.
And, it may seem like you're paralyzed, but, we don't know that yet for sure. And so, but by the looks of it, looks like you're recovering. It looks like you're very coherent still, and I'm really glad that everything's okay. So just tell me, how have things been lately?
It's been very hard to adjust to this because it's a new thing. It's very sad.
Of course.
Me and my husband, it's been very hard for us. I can't walk anymore. Life is different.
Absolutely, I'm sure.
It's a struggle.
Oh, yes. And are you currently going to physical therapy?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Yeah, you've been going there for how long?
It's about 4 or 5 months now.
Okay, and do you feel like there's any progression?
It's a little, I can't tell yet. It's very soon, very recent.
I know, we can't really tell.
It's
Sometimes,
hard to say.
physical therapy can, either be a few months to a few years, it's very, it varies from person to person. But I'm glad that you've considered that, and I have high hopes that you're going to be fine.
Me too.
So, obviously I can only imagine what kind of frustration you're going through. You're already blind to begin with, and you have to be in this wheelchair, and I'm really glad you have a husband that's helping you, pushing you around, literally, and, but.
Yes, it's been hard.
Yeah, and I'm sure, your whole world feels like it's just turned upside down. Like I said, and I look up to you very much. I'm sure you're a stronger woman because of this accident. So, so tell me, emotionally, are you overwhelmed?
Yes, it's something, I almost died, and I'm just happy to be alive,
Of course.
But also it's hard because it's frustrating because me and my husband, we can't stay in our apartment anymore, and
You're kidding.
it's no wheelchair accessible. There's no elevators. There's nothing like that. I can't stay there. So we've been moving around from friends' houses, things like that, but we have nowhere to stay, and it's very hard to find a place that has the wheelchair accessibility and the elevators, or that's affordable, because we don't know what to do. We're homeless.
Oh my gosh. So right now, so you do not currently live at your apartment?
No.
Because they didn't have those kind of things?
No.
I had no idea some apartments didn't have that. I thought all apartments had those kind of things.
It's true, they don't know.
Well, I'm really glad that you have somewhere to stay temporarily, and I'm really sorry about that.
Yes.
But I'm just very surprised to hear that not all apartments had that kind of stuff, because I'm sure I've seen apartments, they have those accessible to people.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would suggest is, I suggest that you talk to your landlord,
Okay.
the old one that the apartment you were living in, and have him consider putting in chair lifters in there. And
Okay.
think about that.
Okay.
Having them installed, I'm surprised there's no elevator, but
Mm-hmm.
it would definitely help you out. I don't think you need to sacrifice anything by going any further. Talk to your landlord, see what you could do.
Okay.
And I assure you that it's going to increase the value of the property. So tell him. Make sure you tell him that.
Okay.
And I'm sure he'd like that.
He might. Yes. I didn't know that. This might help it.
Mm-hmm.
He might say yes.
Mm-hmm. Think about it.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
if that doesn't work out, I'm thinking of another alternative. You live, your daughter, how far away does she live from you?
She lives about 15, 20 minutes away. It's not
Okay.
that far.
Not that far. Good. Well, I'm thinking that maybe if this landlord thing, when you talk to him, if it doesn't work out, you should try talking to your daughter and see if you could, move in with her. I'm sure she has grandchildren that you love to be around, so maybe it'd be, her house is big enough, and I think that'd be a good temporary time for now.
I haven't wanted to ask her, but it's something I might have to do. I don't know what she'll say. I'm sure she would let me. I don't want to put that burden on her. She's my daughter. She has lots of responsibilities. It's hard.
Absolutely, absolutely. But don't worry. I have high hopes that things are going to work out. And there are alternatives out there, and there's a lot of information I'd like to give you about that. And I do have some pamphlets that I want to offer you to read, for you and your husband to read and go over that. And also go over it with your family so you guys can discuss this kind of stuff.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I just want to reassure you everything's going to be okay. I'm sure you're very scared and apprehensive.
It's hard to find people that can help sometimes, Thank you.
Absolutely. And, obviously it takes a little bit of patience, of course, and positivity. And, please try to express that to your family and your husband. And I'm sure they're already like that, very patient with you. You seem like a sweet lady.
Thank you.
And very down to earth. But, those are some key, essential things to keep in mind during this rough time in your life. And, it obviously it's going to take a little accommodating, for you, your family, and
a lot of
wherever you're going to be staying.
Readjustment, a lot.
Definitely. So, I do promise everything will be fine. I just want to let you know that.
Thank you.
And, of course, I know that we don't know how your condition's going to be, if this is critical, or if this is just, a temporary thing. I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that I'm thinking about you. I've seen people get out of this kind of situation before.
It's nice to hear some hope, some positivity, because it's a lot of negativity for what happened.
And another thing I want to suggest to you, if you ever feel, apprehensive about stuff, your condition, I recommend that you go to more support groups like this and talk to people similar to, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are in the same boat as you, and you could talk to them.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll try.
So, either way, it's not going to be like this forever. And, sometimes life just throws you a curveball, and, you just got to deal with it. And I know that's just the way life is. But I feel like you're a stronger woman because of this, okay?
Yes.
All right. It's very, very good to meet you, Mrs. Smith. Your first name's Christine, correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. It was nice to meet you.
It's
Okay.
good to meet you too.
I love your hats, darling.
Thank you.
And your scarf also. It's a pleasure meeting people from different cultures like you.
Oh, thank you.
I love your style. Okay, let me go get those information pamphlets, okay?
Okay.
All right. See you later.
Goodbye.